friends, and welcome to another episode of Tried and Tested. And say hello to Larry!
Hi everyone, I'm back.
He's back! Now we're very excited because there's a new makeup brand from London that's just launched in Singapore, Rimmel.
Actually, Rimmel was here many years ago unofficially, but now it's officially brought back here, and today we're playing with their makeup range.
That's right, and Rimmel is the #1 makeup brand in the UK, and this brand is all about irreverence. It's about doing what you want regardless of the rules, but then it's not about being a rebel without a cause. You know what I mean? Just for the sake of being a rebel. It's kind of like...
It's about celebrating your own personality. So that's why they have brand endorsers like Cara Delevingne, who is amazing. She is well known for her very strong opinions.
Yes.
And her very strong brows.
Yeah, so much attitude. But London's kind of like that, right? Like very badass, but at the same time like super classy. So I feel like they're full of contradictions, but in a really good way. So Rimmel has 4 different looks inspired by the 4 different areas of London because each area has its own unique personality.
So we have North London, Rockstar Princess look. West London has Red Carpet Warrior, something more posh. East London has this hipster diva look to it. South London, which is high classy street funk. Actually, I want to try this look on you as well.
Well, I know which 2 looks I like. I like the first 2 the best.
And then we try this one as well.
Okay, let's do this.
West London Red Carpet Warrior look.
I really like this. It's really cool because you have the red carpet that's really posh, but you also have the warrior side of it that's really strong. Okay, come, let's try this.
Alright, first when you use primer, I like the fact that when you apply on, you feel hydrated, but it's more of a matte finishing. I'll always apply foundation where we need, not necessarily the whole face.
So it's like you put less on this side of the face, but you put more on like the corners and stuff.
Yeah, under the eyes and corners, just make it look more polished. So the concealers, I'll use these 2 shades.
Because your skin color will change, because sometimes you're at the beach, your skin gets a bit tanner, sometimes you are indoors a lot, you get fairer, sometimes you're very tired, you go grey. So it's very good to like mix around the colors.
Next, I love this eyeshadow stick. Carelessly just draw it on and rub it across. Use your fingers to smudge it out. If it's a bit messy, it's fine, because you're just going to use your finger to work it out. So you know how some crayon sticks are when you apply, it's just a slight drag to it?
Yeah.
This one doesn't have it.
Yeah, not at all. It just glides right on.
I make someone use this eyeliner, just draw very close to the lash line and smudge it out. Just to darken the lash. So on the other side of the pencil itself has a rubber bung. Just lift it up and smudge it in. I'm just going to do 1/3, alright? And just connect both sides and smudge it in. We just want a bit more depth. We do not want a heavy-handed finishing to it. Next one we use is magni'feyes Eye Contouring Palette. So I'm going to use this shade, which is like more coppery, burgundy colour. Gently just tap and blend it out. Just sweep it on the lower lash line.
Ooh!
Right?
That's really nice!
The sheen is very interesting because there's a bit of red gold tone to it as well, so it's more dimensional.
Yeah, so this is very good for catching light.
Next, I'm going to use a slightly lighter beige colour in the inner eye here. Just by doing that, it creates more depth on the eye.
The colour payoff on this is fantastic. Because especially at this price range, I find it's very hard to find good shimmers.
Yeah, so now I'm using a darker shade and just finishing at the ends. This will bring more depth across the eye because the darker shade should be used as a shadow. It adheres to skin quite well as well. Light sweep, the colour goes on.
I'm loving this. Like, it looks so classy. Not I look classy, it's the makeup looks classy.
So next we'll use mascara.
The bristles are really quite thin because I can feel them.
Right, combing through everything, so there's no clumpiness to it. Now, the brows. So you can see that one side is a wax and the other side is a powder. We use the wax just lightly apply on areas where you need filling up to allow the powder to stick better. As you can see when I apply it on, the colour comes out through because of the wax base.
It's a nice defined arch, but then the brow itself doesn't feel too strong or heavy, which kind of fits with the overall look. Because normally you think red carpet, you would think like strong black brows and like strong line and then strong lip, but this is like a different kind of approach.
So what I'm using next is a brow gel, and then what we do is just sweep over gently against the growth.
Oh!
Yes, this is to coat the brows. And then you brush upwards just to tint the brows a little bit. So to create a sun-kissed look, I'm going to use the blush. We use it to sculpt the face. So just slightly below the cheekbones.
Oh, I like this!
Okay, and lipstick now.
Lipstick! I love this color!
Right? It's very you.
It's so pretty! Okay, I'm really liking this look.
Right?
I love this for the red carpet because it's like understated, but still like it's defined enough to kind of like draw attention. So this look is the North London Rockstar Princess.
A more refined goth.
Yeah, it's like, who says all princesses need to be pink and fluffy?
No pink and fluffy.
Okay, let's try this one.
So we'll start again with the Stay Matte Primer because I want the colour to pop even more. I'm gonna give you a lighter skin tone.
So it's 1 pump of 100, 2 pumps of 200, and 200 is like my actual color. Actually, like looking at the photo, that kind of makes sense because then it makes the black eyes and the dark lips pop. So it's really just like a smidgen lighter than your regular color because you don't want like, you know, like a ghost face.
Next I'm going to use concealer on the areas where it's still slightly more red. Next I'm using the Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder, but this is in Silky Beige, the lighter shade. Just on areas where I need, maybe like under the eye, on the T-zone, and that's it. So next one to use is the Lasting Finish Soft Color Blush.
It's like so light.
Enough to warm the skin tone but not overpower the whole look.
Oh, because it's so strong. They always say either eyes or the lips, right? Now we're going strong eyes, strong lips.
Yeah, a lighter blush is much nicer. Next I'm going to use eyeshadow stick. Inner corner of the eye and bring it out in front. Finger blend through just to blend the color out. We color in about 1/4, 1/3 of the eye, depending how big the eye is. So next is the black. I'm just going to color the other portion and then I'll buff it up with a brush. And then put a second coat. The second coat will increase its level of color. Next I'm going to do is using Scandaleyes gel liner just to intensify the darkness. So just use a little bit on the lash line and smudge it out. I like the fact that it's very creamy.
So you can't really tell it's eyeliner.
Yeah, we still have Exaggerate eyeliner.
Yes. I was just about to say, can I get more eyeliner?
For this, I'm just adding more definition. I'm going to go over the lash line and maybe rub into the lash.
Yes!
Right? So for mascara, I'm using Scandaleyes Extreme. I'm going to start with the flat side first. What it does, it coats a thin layer. Normally it's used for lengthening. And then I'm using curved side. This allows more volumizing. For your brows, I'm using Professional Eyebrow Pencil. I like this because it's a bit more taupe. Just draw it in 45 degrees angle and just gently glide.
Because I realized that a lot of eyebrow pencils nowadays, right? Like you have to draw with quite a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it can be a bit drier.
But whereas this one, I feel like it's almost like coal, like it comes off, it slides right off.
We use the brush and brush through itself. What it does, it diffuses the color out. So it appears much more softer.
Yeah. I like how even though you drew so much, right, it still looks super natural.
Yeah, because it's a taupe base.
Yeah.
Even though the name is a bit deceiving saying black brown. Next I'm using
the Only One lipstick. I feel like this looks a little bit purple. Something a bit darker, more like red, maybe
more
like
intense.
dark red.
So let's try mixing it with Moisture Renewal, more plummy shade.
Yeah, something a bit darker. Yeah.
Yes.
I really like this look because I really feel like this has that rock goth kind of look without being too extreme.
This look is South London high classy street funk.
When I see this look, it's street style, but yeah, it's like I could go for tea in this. It's very strong, it's bold, but it's like I didn't put in too much effort.
I care, but don't really care about you.
Yeah.
And foundation, just need a touch of it.
What's the difference?
This is more translucent.
Oh, it's really a lot lighter. Huh?
Yeah.
Like I can still see my own skin texture underneath. And this works for this look because you're not supposed to look like you put in too much effort.
Yeah, because this look is not about the sheen on the skin, so we want it more for natural matte finishing. You can use like a Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. Cult favorite, some people swear upon it that if they don't bring it in, they'll go commit suicide. Lovely matte finishing.
And it doesn't look like super powdery or anything.
So next thing we're going to use is eyeshadow crayon. I'm just going to do a very thin layer across, all the way to the eyebrow. Sounds a bit strange, right?
Yeah, because when you draw like this, right, I'm like, isn't that too much?
No, but it's just to create a sheen across. So when you put your eyeshadow powder on, it creates this very interesting like glow to it.
It's so pretty!
So pretty!
So pretty. I love this color!
I love this color as a base. This is like a pencil eyeliner. I love to do it under the lower lash line and then you rub it into the waterline just to create definition. You see how creamy it is, right? There's no tugging. I just wish it comes in more colors. So next one you use is magni'feyes Eye Contouring Palette. Just go over the smudge black, just to make it look a bit more worn in.
You know what this is also like? This is like I went to bed with makeup last night. I didn't remove it this morning and I don't care.
Yeah, but more refined, less
More
mess, more
refined,
refined. Pick up this shade, medium brown, with champagne shine to it. You dab it in the center, following your natural socket and back and forth. And then next we're going to use the light beige. This time round across the whole eye, but only in the center. So next we're going to use eyeliner. We're going to do half the eye. It's very black, almost like a pitch black finishing.
And when you're drawing, it feels very smooth and very fluid and steady. Because sometimes this kind of the marker ones, right, you have to go back and forth a few times to get the color out.
So next one we use is Brow This Way, Brow Sculpting Kit, but the color is different.
Oh, this is darker than the previous one?
Because you see how Rita Ora look was, it was a bit more like a full strong brow. And because it's more of a lift-in look, the brows can be fuller, but it shouldn't look too drawn in. So next one we use is mascara.
Cream blush!
Yes, next piece is Royal Blush. So this is cream to powder. Take a little bit, dab on the face.
Okay.
Or what I do is spread the back of my hand, pick it up, then airbrush upon to the face.
That's really nice.
For your lips, I'm going to use 2 shades in 2 different textures.
Okay.
This one is matte. Ta-da!
Whoa, that's really purple.
And then the other one is like a bluey pink.
I really like this color. I was like, oh my goodness, that's too much, but I really like this color.
Next, I'm just going to use this moisturizing luster lipstick upon what you have. Because we want more defined look, I'm just going to sharpen the cupid bow. And because of the lilac beneath, when you apply the pink, it feels cooler. There's a burst of like cooler
It's
hue to
even
it.
brighter.
Yep.
I really love how you've adapted this look for my face.
The Rita Ora look is stronger, but it wouldn't suit you, so what I do is I take it down.
It's like an adaptation of a very funky look. So of all the 3 looks we tried, I think my favorite is Red Carpet Warrior. Because I love that it looks very sophisticated. There's something about a smoky brown eye that I love. Ultimately, I feel that all the looks, I feel there's a little bit of each of them in every one of us. You know what I mean? It's kind of like just which one you feel like being that day. And like all the looks are really about embracing individuality.
So ultimately, don't copy wholesale.
Yeah, it's kind of like being inspired by the place that it comes from, the spirit of it.
Channel the energy into the face.
Okay, we've come to the end of the episode. Thank you for joining us, Larry.
Thanks for having me.
It was a lot of fun. Okay, but before we go, Rimmel is giving away 5 sets of our favourite products worth $200 each. And all you need to do to win is to leave a comment down below with a registered Clicknetwork account telling us why you want to win and also tell us your favourite look. And we'll pick our favourite 5. So simple. Okay, that's it. Till next time. Mwah. Go be beautiful.
Because I'll stumble. Bye.